What's up, what's up, what's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Becky's House of Cards. Today we are going down the rabbit hole of Mediumship Monday, guys. Welcome. I know it's been a couple weeks. I apologize. I'm just trying to really get back into the routine of things, I suppose. I was having an issue with my connection, and now that's all taken care of, so I feel truly blessed, and now I should be able to get these out to you guys more frequently. Alright, and so without getting into too much detail, I do want to send out a couple of warnings here, just a trigger alert. I will say what it is that's coming through on the cards, whatever those messages may be. Sometimes they're very enlightening. Sometimes they are more directed at us taking accountability for our own actions. So I'm just throwing that out there. Today I will be using quite a few of my own homemade decks. I'm going to get an emotional clarifier out on the board because I feel like it's important at this time. I also finally have finished my No Goodbyes Grief Oracle deck. This is very straightforward, so this could be some of the things that you're dealing with when it comes to grief, some things that you're blocking yourself to, messages from your loved ones, just some guidance all around. This deck took me a while to work on, so it was very heavy, and I'm just super stoked that I finally got it all taken care of and it's ready to go. And then I will be pulling one or two from the Truth About Love Oracle. These are also some very forthright messages. They're not all fuzzy, fluffy, and happy. Some of them are very direct. And so I just want to send out a trigger alert to some of those. You guys may be easily triggered. And if you are, this is just that warning up front, okay? So that being said, please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. Knowing that is a free way to support the channel as well as to connect me with you energetically to get you out more resonating readings. Also, if you're interested in supporting the channel further, or if you're interested in a personal reading, that's all linked down below in the description box. And I just want to say thank you so very much to anyone and everyone who has commented, liked, shared, subscribed, donated, thinking about donating, who's gotten a personal reading or is thinking about getting a personal reading. It truly means so very much to me. And last but not least, I do want to send a shout out to all my OGs, my new Gs, and anybody that allows me your most precious asset, your time. As always, it's an honor, a blessing, a privilege being here, giving you guys these messages. And my prayer, as always, is that any of the videos of mine that you happen to watch fall upon your heart in a way that remind you to use your intuition, to use your discernment, to take back your power, and to make the decisions that best serve you on your highest journey in this here, now, here moment. So without further ado, guys, let's get an incense lighted and open up this space to the loved one that you're thinking of and getting those messages. I had an incense burning, but it ran out, and I felt like it was fitting to get another one started here. So let's see here. Beloved Source, this is a hello from heaven, dearly departed reading. So may those whom are meant to watch this, who are drawn to this reading, may their loved ones come forth in their highest love and light energetic vibration to pass on the message to those that they care about. May they come through clearly and concisely in a way that is easy for those whom are listening to this reading, understand and know that they are with the highest intent to guide them to their path of highest good. May these messages fall upon their heart in a way that reminds them that death is not an ending, but only a next step in a journey that we're not familiar with, and that's okay. We're not meant to be familiar with it, as our main goal is to remember that our gift is to live in moments like this with breath, mindfulness, grace, and understanding. May these messages remind them that the collective is capable of forgiving themselves and forgiving any and all who they may hold grudges against or anger or any kind of energy towards another person. May it be of any ill intent. May this be the energy that comes through reminding them that it's okay to forgive. For those that are coming through connecting with me today, May you bring your messages in a way that reminds them and shows them that they are connecting with you, whatever it is that is coming through. May I be able to see these messages clearly and concisely so that I can pass them on to your loved ones so that they know that you're here in this moment. As these words are spoken upon this reading and upon this group of individuals watching this, so shall they be. Amen. Aho, Aseh. Thank you, my beloved source. Thank you, spirits coming through, communicating. Thank you to the divine energy that supports these readings. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get these piles set out. So, dearly departed, what do you need to tell your collective, piles 1, 2, and 3? Dearly departed, what do you need to tell your collective, piles 1, 2, and 3? Dearly departed, what do you need to tell your collective, piles 1, 2, and 3? Dearly departed, what do you need to tell your collective, piles 1, 2, and 3? Okay. Thank you. For pile number 1, dearly departed, what do you need to tell your collective, pile number 1? Dearly departed. What do you need to tell your collective, pile number 1? Dearly departed. Okay, thank you. Okay, you guys got 2 cards out. Make sure they're in frame here. Okay, and dearly departed for pile number 2, what do you need to tell your collective? Hello, dearly departed, what do you need to tell your collective for pile number 2? Wow. Okay, so for pile number 2, I'm just going to say it right now. They said to smudge. So there's some energy that you may be holding on to. Let's see. For pile number 3, dearly departed, what do you need to tell your collective? Pile number 3. Okay, thank you. What else do you need to tell your collective, pile number 1, dearly departed? Okay, wow. Got a lot coming through here, guys. Further messages, dearly departed, for your pile 2. Dearly departed, for your pile 2, what do you need to tell them, okay? Wow. I guess we're going to go with 4 cards. I was only going to do 3, but they want me to do 4. So we'll get it in. Dearly departed, pile number 3, what do you need to tell your pile number 3, dearly departed? What do you need to tell your pile number 3, dearly departed? For the collective of pile 3, what does dearly departed need to tell them? Dearly departed for pile number 3. Whoa, okay. Alright, you guys are finished. Let me get last messages for pile number 2. Dearly departed, last messages. Oh, thank you. Alright guys, I'm not going to do the mini reading like I usually do, just because these are going to be pretty heavy, guys. I can already feel it, so I'm not sure what's going on with you guys, but... Okay, so for pile number 1, they want me to put this clock on. Okay. For pile number 2, this little banjo. For pile number 3, this unicorn. Okay, so we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Think about your departed loved one. Take a deep breath. Take a few moments. Close your eyes. Really connect with their essence. And then come back, and whichever pile it is that you're drawn to, that's the message that they want to give to you guys, okay? Keeping in mind these are general messages, so it is to take what resonates and to leave what does not, okay? If you guys do need a little bit more time, please pause the video and take that, okay? I'm going to go ahead and move on. Okay, so for pile number 1, for those of you that chose this clock, they said, I hear you. That's the first thing that came out. So maybe you guys have been trying to talk to them or communicate with them, not sure, and they said, I hear you. And they want you to know that they're trying to communicate with you via signs and synchronicities, and something in particular that really reminds you of them keeps coming up. I did hear a specific movie, so it could be a character. Like they remind you of a character from a specific movie, and then something will happen and you'll see that actor and it'll make you think of that character, and then you immediately think about them, and they're saying that that's them. Like they're trying to communicate with you, and it comes through very highly when you're thinking of them. Like it's oftentimes you're wondering if it's a coincidence that you're thinking about them, and then suddenly this person or this actor shows up on the screen or on your phone, or maybe it's just like you're on Facebook or on social media and it comes through, somebody looks just like them, and it makes you think of all the good times that you guys have had. And they said keep laughing, but it's okay to move on. He said it's okay to move on. It's okay to let go. It's okay to enjoy your life. You're not doing something wrong just by enjoying your life. We're all given the gift of breath, but not all of us are given the gift of time. And that's why I feel like they wanted me to put the clock on your guys' pile, because I feel like you guys wanted more time with them. And of course they wanted more time with you. And it's unfortunate because that's the one thing that we're never promised. And they're asking you guys to remember that you're living. And because you're living, that it's important for you guys to do what you can with the time that you are given. For it's not guaranteed. But that everything that has happened, even if it doesn't feel like it, is for part of a greater plan. Part of a bigger blessing. Part of a bigger outcome. It's bigger than just you and me, they said. Even though it doesn't feel like that. And that's not to make their death feel impersonal. That's just them coming through trying to help you see that we can't all be selfish. We can't all be in the state of wanting everybody that we know to survive all the time, everything. So maybe their accident was a death. Or their death was an accident. Maybe they were dyslexic too, is something I heard. Or you might be. They're saying that that's okay. I heard embrace change. Chain. So I hear that song, chain, chain, chain. Chain, chain, chain. I don't know who sings that song. I actually am not familiar with the rest of it. That's what I'm hearing though. Okay. Let's get onto your cards, guys. Let's see. So, dearly departed, what do you want pile 1 to know? The collective of pile 1. We've got the devil reverse. Okay, we have the 5 of swords. The hangman. Oh my gosh, this goes with what they were saying in the beginning. Okay. And the magician reversed. We have the hangman. And and it's interesting. All your majors that are coming out here are reversed. And then you have the 5 of swords in the upright. So it's like exactly what they were saying here. It's like, I feel like we can't all be selfish, right? So selfish that, well, you had to take my friend or my family or my loved one, right? And that's what they're trying to point out here. It's like there's this greed that's kind of holding you back from letting them go. And it's all connected to your perspective and thinking that you have a right to request them to be in your life still as a physical person, right? And it's nothing bad. Like we've all done it, for anybody that's lost somebody, it's like the bargaining stage we go through. It's like, well, source, if you just bring them back, I will dedicate my life to you, or I'll give you whatever it is that you want. It's like this bargaining energy that's coming through, and they're telling you guys that this is actually really toxic for you guys, because it's not allowing you guys to move beyond. It's not allowing you guys to move on in your journey. And it's keeping you guys stuck. And the hangman is such, I really love, a lot of people don't like hangman because they're saying he's the one that's stuck. It's when he's in reverse, he's stuck. He's not able to see things clearly. He's not able to see things from a different aspect. But when he's in an upright position, right, he's hanging upside down, the hanged man. And the hanged man is very comfortable with who he is. He's comfortable with his ways. He's comfortable with appearing odd to other people. And so I feel like when they said, I hear you, I feel like you feel odd because you're talking to them and no one else seems to get that. Like, it's like you maybe go off by yourself and have a conversation with this loved one, and it's like maybe your family and friends are telling you it's time to just let them go, and they're saying, you know, people around you, their perspective is skewing your own perspective, and it's keeping you from manifesting a gift that you've been given. So you guys could have the gift of mediumship without knowing it. And if you guys are freaked out about that, that's okay, because I did feel a huge resistance coming through right now. It's like, no, don't tell me that. I don't want to see no ghosts. I don't want to see dead people. But it's not necessarily that you guys are going to see them physically. This could be that you guys could hear them. You guys get, you know, clairsentience, where you feel them, right? Claircognizance, you know that they're there. And I feel like you guys do. Again, I feel like that's the thing. It's like you're wondering if these coincidences are happening, if it's just a coincidence, or if it's really them talking to you and that's what they're trying to tell you. It's like, that's me talking to you, but you have to clear your own mind and get away from the perspective of others. And that perspective is seeing not only your own toxic behaviors, but seeing the toxic behaviors of others coming in and saying how you are dealing with grief is not right. And that's like, this is a really powerful message that they want you to know, whomever this is. I do feel like this is a masculine energy coming through. It is feels very masculine by nature. This person's very aggressive in the way of, like, they want you to hear this. They want you guys to understand that there's no right or wrong way for you guys to let them go or to understand. But what they are saying this is that you can't bargain for my life anymore. Like, there's nothing you can do to bargain for my life anymore. And even while they were alive, like, you were trying to bargain for their life and you never got beyond that. It's like basically testing Source out. It's like saying, okay, Source, if you're really real, then show me this. And then that doesn't come through for you. And then you're just kind of disappointed. And so it's like, rather than staying in this bargaining stage, they're saying, can you allow yourselves to change that perspective, change that perception of the things outside of you, and come back into a place of peace and serenity within. This has been a cycle for you. I feel like maybe for those of you that chose pile 1, you guys have dealt with a lot of death. If not, you've dealt with a lot of grief, right? Grief doesn't necessarily have to be death. Grief can be anything that feels like we've lost a part of ourselves or lost a part of our community, our family, our friends, our life, right? And for those of you that are on the spiritual journey, you know that grief can come from losing a part of your emotional ego that has been running rampant in your life. So I did hear tethered. There's like a tethered effect here. Like, this person is not able to move on because there's a tethering. And I don't know if it's necessarily you or if there's somebody in your circle that's grieving with you that's also very tethered to them. So maybe like a marriage or like a family member, brother, sister, sibling, father, mother, this type of energy. Like, there's like a blood bond or a contractual bond between you guys, or between this person and someone that's close to you that maybe you share grieving with. But I feel like that person who's connected to them, tethered to them, is the one that is trying to control the way that you grieve because they're afraid to grieve themselves. And what they want you guys to understand is that you have to let this other person go. Like, you have to let them grieve. Because right now, it's like you guys are connected in a situation where you're not able to see things clearly and overcome any kind of negativity and obstacles that are around you right now. But you have the ability to do that just by changing the way you look at things. I feel like you're so afraid of doing the grief process by yourself that, like, you don't want to let this person go. And that's understandable. They want you to have faith that death is not the end. And I know that's asking a lot, is what I keep hearing. I know that's asking a lot for you to see that death is not the end, because it feels so final. What's this backlash I heard? Backlash. Somebody's backlash. Is somebody blaming you for their death? It's no one's fault. Like, that's coming through really clearly too. Yeah. Yeah, somebody has blamed you for their death and they want you to make a decision to stay in their life. So maybe you were the last person to see them before they passed away. And whoever this person that's tethered to this individual, now they're mad because it's like, well, you're the last one that got to see, so and so. So I heard Philip come through. I heard Hal. That was something that came through too. Henry, Jacob. Keep hearing like Philip, like I can't, like Philip, like that name is really present right now. And they're saying that it takes one to know one. This person's blaming you for their death because they blame themselves. That's what they're trying to say. It's not your fault. It's not yours to carry. Wow, we have a lot of 5s and 6s coming out here for you guys. So they're asking you guys to begin to see this from a different, again, that higher perspective coming through here. So maybe you were a third party in this situation, or this other person that's blaming you as a third party, but it's something that you guys were able to bond over. Yeah, this is an interesting energy coming through here, pile 1. Like, this is I don't think I've ever had a reading like this. But this person doesn't want to see things change because, like, that's the problem. I feel like whoever this was, again, I keep hearing Philip. So if that's not resonating with you guys, just please, like, that's just the strongest one that's coming through right now, is somebody named Philip or somebody named Phil or something along those lines. Maybe your guys' name is Philip, or, again, it could be a brotherly bond, but there's like this weird bond between you and another person over this passed on loved one. And this is like what brought it together. So again, this person could have been in a third party. You could have been in a third party situation with this person, or you knew about the third party situation and the person that they're tethered to knew about the third party situation and talked to you about it. And it's something that you guys are able to bond over, something you guys are able to connect with, but it almost like feeds a negative connection with them. And they're saying that you have to let it go. Like, you have to understand it was life. I was human. I made my mistakes. I couldn't always be, a perfect being. None of us are. We all make our mistakes. And I keep hearing some of you guys, yeah, but this was like a colossal mistake. Like, you should have known better. And it's like, we can only do the best that we know how with what we have in that now moment, right? And so it's like, they made the best decision that they knew when it happened. And it might not seem like it was the best, but it also, because of this, has created a spiritual awakening for you guys. For some of you guys, this is your husband, or it could be your wife that's a masculine energy too, okay? I heard the name Penny come through too. I don't know, that just came through really loudly too. Something that starts with a P, definitely somebody that starts with a P, but Philip was the loudest one that came through, Phil and Philip. And they're saying that you guys have an opportunity to see yourselves from a space of unconditional love. And once you do, what you're going to do is you're going to overcome this devilish energy that's in your life, this toxicity that's been in your life. And they want to apologize for adding to the toxicity that happened in your life. And adding to not being able to like when they passed on, not being able to let them go the way that you could have if you had looked at them with more respect or more balance or more love, right? You know, oftentimes judgments will keep us resenting someone that's passed on, and that's what they're really highlighting here, is there's a resentment, whether that's from you or from this other person. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know. No. Look at what's on the bottom. We have the King of Swords reversed, the Three of Coins reversed, and the Hangman reversed again. Yeah, so there's definitely manipulation coming out through here from a third-party situation. Somebody that was broken up. So maybe this is an ex that you're connecting with, or maybe you're the ex, or, you know, there's just this energy that's coming through here that's weird. It's like there's a lot of third-party stuff going on. So whatever your connection with this person, they're trying to show you guys that there was a lot of misunderstanding. They had a lot of misunderstanding, and in turn, they passed that back on to you. You know, for the Hangman to come out twice in the reverse, right? Clarifying that. And 333 is a very powerful number for you to feel like you guys see 333 all the time, and that's when they're with you. That's when they're trying to communicate with you. So it's interesting. They heard the trinket. I heard the trinket, and then they showed me like a concert. So I feel like this impression of them saying that we gave you something about a concert we went to, some kind of music, some kind of show, like theater. It could be a theater, but I did see like a concert, like people on stage playing a band. And they gave you something from that. And they said that that will always be a talisman for you to be able to connect with them and to not be afraid to use that. You know, they're not saying to go out of your comfort zone, but in a way it is about going out of your comfort zone, because it's going to allow you to connect with them in a much deeper way and to hear messages from them too. Like they've been trying to speak to you, but they do feel like, guys, I wish I could show you my incense. Okay. How much is that? Yeah, so there's like over half of the card that's just chilling. It hasn't fallen off at all since I started the burn. That has never happened. It's like the whole thing is burning and it's over halfway through the stick and it's still hanging on. Like, I feel like if I move the camera, it's going to fall off. Like, I really do. And I know if I touch that thing, it's going to fall off. I've never had that before, guys. Never. Especially with me having... I shuffled the cards and everything. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, so this is just like, they want you guys to know that somebody's like, that to me is again clarification that somebody's holding on when they don't need to be holding on. So whether that's you or that's this other person, but it's like you guys are holding on to each other for fear of letting go. Dearly departed, may please have an emotional clarifier that will help pile number one kind of connect with their feelings in regards to what's happened with you. Okay, they said to stop. Satisfied. Hysterical. Somebody is satisfied that somebody's hysterical. So I feel like either you are in a place where this other person is being hysterical about the whole situation, and it kind of brings like some sick satisfaction to you, okay? And I'm not here to judge, guys. I'm not here to judge. Again, this is just the messages that are coming through. And for others of you guys, this other person that's connecting with you, that's keep going over this situation with you guys, they're satisfied because you guys are hysterical about it, okay? And they're just trying to tell you guys that it comes from within. Like, they want you guys to find strength within in order to find your balance. When you guys find your balance, you guys will be able to move on and accept. You know, acceptance is a huge part of death, you know, and that's not always easy. Okay. I want one more. Okay. I remember you in the sunlight as I wish upon a star that one day you'll be mine. Yeah, so there's definitely for some of you guys a love interest. This was somebody you loved. It could have been a husband. It could have been, you know, it could have been a wife. It could have been a very masculine wife, right? And that's okay. So I'm going to get one of these. Well, I'm going to get a couple of these. The No Goodbyes Grief Oracle. So again, guys, these are very straightforward messages. Okay. What else, dearly departed, would you like to tell Pile number 1. Oh, they want one more. Okay. Sometimes we all have to learn to let go and let God, knowing that as things stand is the only closure we will ever receive in life, and that is okay. So, yeah, you guys are looking for closure in regards to this person's death, in regards to them not only passing on. I feel like you guys are looking for closure in their life too, like some of the things that you experienced with them in life, and you haven't gotten that. And just knowing that this is closure, like them departing is closure. You'll never find that closure that you're looking for. Guys, that incense is still holding on. Like, this is bizarre. This is bizarre energy coming through here. Yeah, they're just saying that there's nothing that they can do to give you closure. The only answer is that they were human. I mean, really, it's like they don't have a valid excuse as to why they did the things that they did. It was just that they were projecting their own hurts onto other people, and they didn't realize how much they were hurting everybody, because again, our projections are very selfish by nature, because it's our emotional ego trying to protect us. My heart is ready as yours. Yeah, so again, this is that love energy coming through. It's like I feel like you guys were ready to give your heart to this person, or this other party was very ready to give their heart to this person. You know, I'm getting 1111, and 1111 is a common soulmate number. Yes, for me, it is the number of spiritual enlightenment. So this person was sent, and they had to pass away in order for your spiritual enlightenment to happen. For your growth to happen. Also, it means just doing it, you walking through the gateway, doing what you know you need to do, and you have a broken heart now, and they're very much pointing that out here. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, this person's sorry. They're so sorry for what they left you with, what they left you to deal with. So again, that contractual energy keeps coming up. So I feel like this is someone you loved very much. Again, it could have been a husband, or like I said, you could have been a third party, and this happened. I feel like it was a very sudden thing. Blame. Blame never won anyone anything. Placing blame on yourself or others is keeping you from feeling my loss. I know those feelings are scary, and I know it seems as though they might swallow you whole, yet I assure you it is the beginning step in your healing. Yeah, so they're just reminding you, it's like, so again, like that other person, so that makes sense for some of those that resonated with it. I said, again, I'm not here judging. I'm an honest reader. So however you feel is how you feel, and it's valid because that's how you feel. But for some of you guys that are dealing with another individual that you're connected with, that they're hysterical, you have that sick satisfaction in seeing them breaking apart. That's again part of that blame being shown there. Okay, and also blaming them. So what was I saying? Like, this person blames you because you may have been the last person to see them, or maybe they were the last person to see them, right? And so there's like this blame energy that's coming through here, and they're saying not to blame anybody. Guys, that incense is still holding on. I can't with you guys. Oh, this is so weird. So we have, I am sorry here, and then this came out. Stop telling me you're sorry. You keep apologizing, yet there's nothing to apologize for. Everything outside of your control, including my passing, holds no benefit to you carrying it around as extra weight. So you're both sorry. Like, they're sorry from the afterlife, and you're sorry because of whatever happened between you guys, right? Again, this is asking you to change your perspective. To change your perspective and be ready to heal. Like, there's this broken heart energy coming through here. And this other person doesn't want you to move on. I keep getting third party energy coming through here. So whether it was you or whether it was another person, it doesn't matter. The person coming in from hello from heaven is saying that they want you guys to move on and be ready to live your life fully. You don't have to be sorry, but they're sorry. Right? They're sorry because they could have explained more. Like, again, that closure. You want the closure coming through here from the bottom sometimes, you know, sometimes it's coming out here. But that's just it. That's the closure coming through. I wish I could promise that with time it gets easier. What happens is that you get stronger and the acceptance begins to settle. Do not beat yourself up when a memory, a song, a picture, or a thought arises and it feels like day one all over again. That is and always will be a part of the grieving process. Guys, what was I saying at the beginning of the reading? This card came out. I can't believe it. This card came out saying that, confirming exactly what I said. It's like something would happen and you guys would get a memory of them and it was just kind of like it would kind of come through and you're wondering, is that a coincidence? And I feel like for a lot of you guys that haven't healed from their passing, right, it's okay to feel the emotions that you feel. Like, it is okay to feel those feelings. You don't have to be in a place of like, no, I'm not allowed to feel. Like, feeling makes me weak. Feeling is strength, guys, and we need to start reminding everybody that feeling is strength. And they're saying that, like, look, gosh, guys, your heart is broken. We have so much heart chakra energy coming through here. This person really put a lot on your heart. Plus, I feel like that you guys maybe had some sacral chakra energy connection with them, a soul tie from maybe another life. It doesn't matter. We have blessings on the bottom here. It's like there's a blessing coming through with their passing, even if you don't see it, right? And we have forced breath, and this is talking about the fight or flight. It's like, so when you get connected with this other person and things are really crazy and upset, like, you have to be in this energy of understanding and following your breath. Like, are you putting your breath? Are you starting to get hyperventilating? Are you starting to get shorter breath? Are you starting to have very short breaths? You know, focusing on your breath will put you in a state of being strong enough to deal with whatever it is that's coming your way, including with this other party that's involved. So if you lost somebody and there was third party energy, again, whatever it is, look, we have more heart chakra energy coming out, childhood innocence. So there's definitely a connection to your own childhood that's coming through, that's asking to be healed, that's asking to be seen. A perspective just fell out, guys. Milky Way perspective. I can't with you guys. Like, they're just asking you guys to see this from a higher perspective. So I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna be a trigger alert for some of you guys, and please understanding, I'm not here judging. Whatever you have done or will choose to do in your life, it is okay. Okay, we're all human. Nobody is free from sin. And I just got this, and it came through with that childhood innocence card. For some of you guys, this was an incest situation, okay? And again, I'm not here judging. Like, whatever it is what happened. You guys were trying to heal and trigger some aspect of yourself so that it could be healed. And that happens only when we get ourselves into those situations, right? And yes, we all have a choice. Of course, we all have a choice. But what I'm saying here is they're saying not to beat yourself up and not to blame yourself. Or if you guys know of an incest situation, right? So it was saying with that sacral chakra, it's a soul tie. It's like, what happens in situations like that is from past lives. It's a soul contract that's coming up that's asking to be cleared. And we have to heal from it. We have to heal what happened in a past lifetime. And so it's like, instead of placing judgment and blame on another person, it's not their fault. It's not your fault. It's not anybody's fault. Okay, it happened. What happened is what happened. You can't change it. All right. That's why I said this is going to be a trigger alert for some people, because they're like, that's absolutely unacceptable. Like, people should know better. You know what? If people honestly knew better, shit like that wouldn't happen. Okay. So stop trying to act like everybody needs to know better and come from where it is that you're coming from. Like, and if that makes you mad, guys, look, it's not here to make you mad. It's just understanding that everybody has their own path and their own journey to take, whatever that is. Okay. So if it goes against something that you don't believe in, then knowing that that's a trigger for you, and if that's a trigger for you, it means there's healing for you there, okay? That's what it is. I think my computer just tripped out. Like, seriously, it's plugged in, it's turned on, but it just tripped out, guys. The black screen blacked out. Yeah, somebody got blacked out mad here with this situation. What's the first thing that spirits affect? Electronics. Electronics. That's the first thing to go. So that's what they're saying here. It's like just opening up and understanding. Like you got to see this person, or you got to start seeing yourself from a higher perspective. And whoever knows the situation, just stop letting that person control your life because they know or they think they know, right? It's not fair. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to them. And it's just, this is about you guys learning how to grieve from this person leaving. So again, I keep hearing Phil, Philip, Penny, Jacob, Andy. I heard grace, to have grace. Not as a name. They want you guys to have grace. To hold grace for one another. That's not always necessarily easy to do. Right? So, this was a weird reading, guys. This was, I'm not here judging. I just, wow, like, for all the ones that I've done, I've never quite had one like this. And, you know, that's, hey, if you guys need acceptance, just remember when you gotta accept yourself in order for other people to ever accept you. So if you're not accepting yourself when it comes to a situation like this, then you gotta do what's right for you, okay? I think my laptop literally just shut off, like all the way, and it's plugged in. I think it's plugged in. That's crazy, guys. I don't even know what's going on here. I don't know. Like, I had everything set up even before I started. And, like, I'm telling you, the computer screen's black. It looks like it's turned on. It looks like it's got the little light up there. But it's black. It's black. Let me see if I can turn it on. I don't know. Maybe the power went out here. No, power's not out. I don't know, guys. It's plugged in. Nope, I just turned everything off now. That's cool. Whatever, guys. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. That's crazy. I might have to pause this video and see what's going on. But anyways, I don't know. That might resonate with some of you guys. Maybe you've got stuff that just turns off randomly and you're not sure what it's all about. Well, that's them sending you a message. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again, mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye. Okay, so got some weird stuff going on, guys. Weird stuff going on. But let's move on to pile number 2. So this is a hello from heaven. So for those of you that chose this little banjo, this is your reading. So first and foremost, I heard playing the piano. So either you played the piano or this person played the piano. And when they passed away, it went silent. Like everything went silent. You don't even listen to music anymore. Or if you were the one that played, like you stopped playing. And they want you guys to get back into the music side of things because it helps you to express yourself. It helps you to express who you are. They want you guys to open up. To look at both sides. Like, yes, it's sad that they passed on, and yes, it's sad that they're no longer here, but they don't want you to just stay sad all the time. Like, the music is what helps you connect with them, but more than that, like, the music is what helps you to connect with yourself. I'm hearing anthem, whatever that means. So maybe you guys had an anthem that you shared with one another. Okay, some weird stuff coming through. So maybe you guys had a certain kind of song that you played together. I guess that's all I want to say. My electronics have been on overload here, guys, so I don't know. But yeah, we're just going to go with it. So hello from heaven. So we've got the 10 of coins reversed. Sorry about that, guys. My dog, she's still in training. We've got the 2 of swords reversed. Hold on just a second, guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So thank you for your patience. She's still a pup. She's still in learning. So we've got the 10 of coins reversed, the 2 of swords reversed. We've got the 4 of wands upright. And the King of Wands. Yeah, so this is just, they're really just pointing out, hun, it's unfair. Like, it's unfair that you've stopped yourself from a good path. Like, you love music, you love everything to do with music, or you love everything that stood for when they would play music, and you just kind of, like, stopped getting involved in that pile, too, and because of that, like, it kept you from going down the path that you were supposed to go down, and they're really sad about that, and they're trying to redirect you. Like, this person is coming through strongly saying, we've been trying to redirect you back to your path of purpose, back to what it is that you're meant to do, back to what it is that you love to do. To let go. To let go has been really hard for you. There's an imbalance here, and not only is there an imbalance, like, this shook your whole world losing them. So this could have been a father or mother, but it struck your confidence, right? It struck against your confidence. My cards today, like, they're acting everything is acting weird, guys. I feel like you guys are acting weird. Like, I feel like you're not your normal self since this person's passed away, and your perspective is changed on what life is, and it's almost like you stopped living when this person passed away. And you didn't allow yourself to find a balance in that. You didn't allow yourself to find grace in that. You didn't allow yourself to find anything in that. It was just basically like, now they're gone. Now what's the purpose of living? And that's what they want you guys to understand, is there's always a purpose to living. There's always a reason for death, right? Even if it doesn't feel like that, there's always a reason for death. But I feel like there's a lot of anger coming through here. A lot of anger coming through. Yeah. So maybe you guys had a fight before this person passed away. Yeah, that's what they're pointing out here. You guys had a fight before they passed away, and now you blame yourself, or you blame them, or it's just like, oh, great, well, there you go. So, of course, you're going to go out like that. We're the ones that had a fight, and so you're going to go out like that. Like, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. We've got the Fool, the Ace of Coins, and the 9 of Coins reversed on the bottom. So the 10 of Coins coming out again with the King of Swords reversed. Like, look at this, guys. All this reversal energy. It's like stuck in a time. Again, that energy of like, oh, of course you're gonna be the one that goes out with a bang like that, so you get the last laugh. Ha ha. Like, I keep hearing that. It's like almost like there's a lot. and then there's remorse, you know, it's like you feel like that, and then all of a sudden you feel real guilty about it, like, oh shoot, like I shouldn't think about that because they're dead, but then you're like, yeah, but you're the ones that still got the last, you know what I mean? It's like a vicious cycle. When in turn, it's like you have an opportunity to let go of this malicious energy within you. It's almost like you feel like you were wronged by this person. It's like you didn't want to wish death on them, but it was like you still felt wronged by them. And they're telling you guys that that's a huge trigger that's trying to get released here. Right? It's trying to get released here, and yet you're not able to release it because you're just stuck. Like it's like floundering in the water. You just see a fish that's like trying to, like, what is it? A fish that's stuck right above the water and trying to get into the water and can only splash enough water on to take like very shallow breaths here and there. Yeah. What you guys aren't seeing too is that this is actually a reason for you guys to embrace the strength of your own creativity. So you really looked up to this person, whoever they were. You really looked up to them, and they understand that, they're acknowledging that. Why did I hear tithen? Like, I don't know what that means. I don't even know what that word is. I would look it up, but guys, all of my electronics just kind of from pile one went haywire. So I don't know. I got to figure that out when I get done with this reading. I got to figure out what's going on. But I heard tithen, maybe titan. Yeah, they're like titanium is coming through. Okay. Yeah, so they want you guys to find your strength. That's what they're referring to here. They want you guys to really embody your own strength again, and they feel like you're not doing that, but you have an opportunity here too, and that starts with you guys creating like you did with this person. So, you know, this could have been a friend or a family member who, it was like when you guys got around each other, it was just about having a good time with each other, and they're trying to point out that that good time is actually something that you want to be doing with your future. But it's hard for you to embrace that. It's hard for you to embody that because every time you start to do it, it just makes you think of them and it makes you sad. And I feel like it brings up that you guys had a falling out at one point in time with each other, or that, you know, like maybe they argued with you or you argued with them. Again, I keep getting this resentment, this energy of like, of course that's how you're going to go out. Of course that's what you're going to do. Of course that's how things are going to play out. Like, it's like just this energy of saying like a broken heart. And they're like giving you this opportunity to really play back into yourself, to put back into yourself, not to give up living. You know, and I always say this on these mediumship readings, it doesn't matter. It's like part of life is death. The only thing that we're promised when we take our first breath is to take our last breath. That doesn't make it easy, okay? And that doesn't make it even okay or better, right? It's just when you guys allow yourselves to see things from that perspective, it allows you to open up to a new way of life. You know, one that you don't have to hurt yourself anymore. Exhausted. Yeah, so you're exhausted. And we've got hate on the bottom. Yeah, so again, that energy of just being like, of course, it's like a love-hate relationship coming through here. It's like you guys love to hate them, hated to love them. You know, it's like I know that sounds weird, but it is. It's like you guys, it's like two old friends who, no matter what, we're always there for each other. We're always there with each other, always giving each other, you know, guidance and this, that, and the other. But then at the end of the day is like, you still just couldn't stand each other. No matter how much you were always there for each other, you still couldn't stand each other. So there's a lot of fear that's coming through right now too. What do we got on the bottom? Daisy. The only thing brighter than this flower is your smile. So let's see it. Wow. What did I say? Like, you guys have just kind of given up on life and they want to see you smile. They want to see you have fun again. It's like, as much as you guys argued in life, and even though they went out with an argument, like, it's like they're still trying to get you guys to see that there's a point to life. No? Yeah, they want this one. A lot of green and pink coming through for you guys today. No goodbyes. Oh, gosh, this is such a trip, guys, that this is what I was saying. It's like you didn't get a chance to say you're sorry, or they didn't get a chance to say that they were sorry. So it says no goodbyes. You never said goodbye, and nor did I. For this we should both be thankful, for goodbye is final, and death is not final, only the next chapter from life. So instead of goodbye, I say to you, until next time, for indeed there will be a next time. Like, they're just trying to say to you guys, like, I feel like your guys' reading is going by a lot faster than pile one. Like, pile one just had so much coming through, and it's like, they're just trying to show you guys, like, there's nothing unfair about what happened, but it can catapult you guys into a very strong place. You guys could even help others overcome their grief. It's not like you guys need to or anything like that, but it's like, there's nothing unfair about what happened, even if it feels unfair. But for you guys, it's like that's what's tied to you, is that you feel at fault, and yet you feel like this person, it's like weird. It's like this fine line of like you blaming them, blaming yourself, blaming them, blaming yourself. And it's like goes back and forth like this. No one accepted me and loved me the way that you did. It made me think you were playing games, so I played games with you. Now I know how real you are. And that's why I feel like you guys argued all the time. Like, this person really thought you were playing games. And so they just kind of like played on your buttons, your triggers, is like something that you guys did. Again, that confirmation that's that energy that's coming through for you guys, pile two. Look, again, another confirmation. I love you, but you scare me. All of my triggers are present when you are near, especially the ones I'm not ready to face. You guys triggered each other beyond belief. Like, you guys really triggered each other, and yet you guys really cared about each other. You know, it's like, this is like a brotherhood or sisterhood or friendship or family situationship where you guys really cared about each other so much. But it was like you guys were both afraid that the other one didn't love you as much as you said you did, right? Like, it was just kind of like, oh, well, no one can love me that way. No one has loved me that way. But in reality, it's like you both love each other so much, and now it's like you're still stuck in that triggered energy of like, well, but of course they're going to go out like this so that no one can say who was right or who was wrong, right? No one is. I know you are mad. My child, I know you are upset with me. I still wish for you to speak with me. Tell me all your inner feelings. Yell at me, scream at me, curse at me, cry and fall on me. I will never turn my back on you. I love you unconditionally. Love, Source. Yeah, so Source is just, again, that anger energy is coming through. Like, Source is trying to remind you, like, that Source is there. Like, there's a part of a bigger plan here that you guys maybe aren't aware of. And whoever this person is, like, all they want you to know, like, I feel like it's almost like you were real skeptical about choosing this. And that's why I feel like there's not a whole lot coming through, but it's just like this. They just keep pointing out that energy that there was a fight before things had happened, before they passed away. It was real sudden. What happened was real sudden. It wasn't meant to be that way. So, you know, I heard heart attack for some, stroke, a brain aneurysm is coming through. An accident. So again, it is a general reading, but these are some things that are coming through here, and it's like I feel like this person just wants to be straight to the point. Like, you don't think I'm here listening, and they're trying to prove to you through this reading that they are here. The one promise. Oh my gosh, didn't I say this on your guys' reading too? I don't say this on every reading. It's just, as soon as we take our first breath, we are promised a last breath. Not time, not years, not minutes nor days. We are only promised one final breath, showing that life, no matter how short, is the largest blessing we are given. So this is them saying they want you guys to start living again. They want you guys to start enjoying life again. It's not, you know, your life shouldn't end just because they passed away or just because you guys had an argument with them. It's like, mainly through this, I feel like it's about forgiveness of self. Like, you really need to forgive yourself, and you need to forgive them. The blessing. Wow, yeah, so this is, okay, I understand here. Age is a blessing, which means that each passing moment you become your oldest, most blessed self. Fearing death is tied with fearing old age. Yet as we accept this gift, we become blessed beyond what we could have ever imagined. This is such a trip, like, because again, this is like another clarifier here. There's so much in this No Goodbyes. Again, this is a brand new deck that I just made, guys. There's so much in there. It was a channeled from source. It was a very intense project. It was a very intense project, okay? And so this is the thing, and it's so funny because I was actually one short from my deck, and this was just kind of the last one that was channeled to me after I actually made the deck. I had one card left over, and I was like, what, where did I miscount? I had to go back through my notes, and I went through my notes, and I saw, oh, that's where I miscounted at. And so this one was like, it was almost like this was just a last minute channel from source. Like, oh yeah, we got to put this one in there because that's the one I made you forget one so that we could have this. So it's like, I feel like that's what they're trying to tell you guys, is that you need to forget how it was in life and remember the good times instead, and forget all those things that made you guys hate each other, because it was just this person couldn't believe that you love them, and I feel like you couldn't believe that they loved you, and so you guys were just mirroring each other. We have Lake Stillness, sitting in stillness. So we had 1:01:11 on the clock when I showed this up, guys. I cannot make this up. That is such a trip. They're saying that you guys need to sit in stillness with yourself. Being kind and compassionate with yourself will help you guys get through this. And then we have Shaman, Ancient Healing Wisdom. Yeah, so there's definitely healing going on here. There's a need for healing coming through here, guys. You are in a tough space, and it's cool. It's like, you guys just need to allow yourselves to overcome the hurt and the pain here. And it's like, being so exhausted from the situation has not been helping you guys in any way, shape, or form, right? It really hasn't. It hasn't helped you so much. And so it's just made you guys really resent the fact that this person left. It really made you upset, and that's okay. Like, grief is so many different things. Like, grief is not, it has no time limit, it has no nothing. It's like, grief is everything. And so with the shaman coming out here, guys, it's like, the shaman is the one who does everything, right? Like, the shaman's the healer, the shaman's the one you go to for medicine, the shaman's the one you go to if you lose a loved one. They help escort them on to the next realm. Like, the shaman does everything, right? Communicates with the dead, communicates with source. While you might think, it's easy to think we know better than the creator, that what happened was at fault. What has happened may very well turn into your biggest blessing, if you allow yourself to open up your heart. So this person was sent here to do exactly what they did, to trigger you. You keep getting triggered. Even in death, this person continues to trigger you, and you continue to be upset by it. And instead, it's like asking yourself, why am I so upset about this? And then that allows you an opportunity to start hearing messages from your soul. And that's the beauty in it, right? Like, that's the beauty in the situation, even if it doesn't necessarily feel like that, right? And I feel like you guys are doing something that you're not happy with in work-wise, too. So this is coming through right now, too. It's like you guys are doing something that is not making you happy. And it's like this person's passing is actually going to get you guys into a situation where you're doing something that you love to do. Could be helping people, healing people. You could be a shaman. You could be going to an ayahuasca retreat for some of you guys, just trying to figure out what's next, you know. But with that coming through, I feel like it's a deep purging of this energy that's just not serving you guys, and you're not sure where to start. And so it's kind of like, you know, look, brokenhearted and not moving forward came out on the bottom of the deck over here. Yeah, so you guys are definitely brokenhearted, even if you don't want to admit it. Like, I feel like everybody's probably like, aren't you glad this person's gone? And you're over there like, they just don't understand. Like, I feel like that's the thing, like the music thing, maybe that's where you guys came together with. It's like, or you guys played music, maybe you guys are in a band together. You know, maybe you're already doing something that was unorthodox, but you stopped, and they want you to keep on with it. Like, they want you to keep going towards that. Like, not giving up. Stay true to your path, because as you stay true to your path, you're going to see something happen for you that's beyond what you could have ever imagined it would be. Right? Look, guys, I cannot make that up. I split the deck and the 10 of coins came out reversed on the bottom here. Yeah, so there's like something unfair. Maybe you weren't meant to make it with this person, but this person's death is what's forcing you to make it on your own. Right? Because this is like when the 10 of coins comes out, it's kind of like, it's a lot of things. But in this energy, what I'm getting is it's like unfair. It's like maybe this person went off and became successful in one shape or form and left you behind, but you guys still stayed in touch with one another. And it's like saying that, you know, right now, there's just this unfair energy coming through with it. It's unfair. This is unfair. Why you left? It's unfair. Like, I can't believe you left me alone. Like, the 4 of Wands is coming out again on the bottom. You guys loved each other more than you want to put on. So it could have been romantic love. It didn't have to be, but it could have been romantic love, you know, and it just left you frustrated and alone. And now what do I do? Well, you have to understand that there's no coming back from death, right? There is no coming back from death. There is only you moving on. And as you move on, you become stronger and you become more centered in your King of Wands energy, which is strength and courage, taking action towards your dreams. And that's all they want to see you do. They want to see you take action towards your dreams, you know? So I apologize that you guys were short, but there's just not, it's interesting. There's just not much coming through. Again, I'm getting so much energy from pile 1. It was like, I wish pile 1 was pile 3 because it was so overwhelming. So anyways, guys, I really hope that that helps. I'll be doing these hopefully every Monday or every other Monday. We'll see. I haven't decided just yet, but keep an eye out for the next one. I really hope that this helps. I'm sending you guys out so much love and light. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again, mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye. Okay, so for pile number 3, for those of you that chose the unicorn here, this is for you. So freedom was the first thing that I heard. Freedom. 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 What is that? Las Vegas? Yeah, so is that an Elvis Presley song? Freedom Las Vegas? Is that the name of the song? But anyways, that's what I'm like hearing right now. So maybe you guys went to Vegas together. You know, unicorns represent purity. So you guys definitely had like a pure connection, whatever it was. Even if you guys were human and you had a human connection, it was like beneath the surface. It was very pure. There's a very spiritual connection between you and this person. It was a lot. There was a lot that came through, right? There was a lot that you guys had to go through. So I'm not joking. It's weird. After I heard that song, now I keep hearing like Elvis. Home, 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 home. Like I keep hearing that. So maybe this person did some Elvis impressions. Maybe they were an impersonator for some of you guys. They were Elvis Presley impersonator, but like just like maybe they loved Elvis. Elvis was their favorite. Maybe you guys listened to Elvis together or something about Elvis. Maybe their name was Elvis. Maybe your name is Elvis. Middle name Elvis. I did hear gold standard. That's weird. Or like gold frat maybe too. It's weird. There was a music instrument on pile 2, but you guys are getting all like music stuff coming through here. I have a really odd pain in the back of like my shoulder blade, at the bottom of my shoulder blade. Like it's a really odd pain. So stabbed in the back. For some of you guys, this person got stabbed in the back, or it was something that caused them to get hurt like that. Or maybe that's something that you guys share. I heard scar. There's a scar. I tear my heart open. I sew myself shut. My weakness is that I care too much. And the scars remind me that the past is real. I tear my heart open just to feel. I'm drunk and I'm feeling down, and I just wanna be alone. I'm pissed 'cause you came around. Why don't you just go home? Wow, guys. Okay, that's a weird channel, but that's coming out. So Papa Roach, I think, sings that song. But anyways, I think it's Scars. So yeah, what is it with y'all and music? There's a lot of music coming through with this pile for you guys, pile 3. I'm not questioning it. So hello from heaven. We've got the sun reversed. We've got justice reversed. Oh yeah, you guys got extra cards. The 5 of coins reversed. What is up, y'all? We have the 2 of wands reversed. And the 2 of coins reversed. Wow. Try to fit these all in here. That's why I didn't want to do 5 cards, because they don't all fit. But we'll just make do with what we've got, guys. Alright. Secrets. Y'all had some secrets with each other, huh? Secrets that you guys judged each other for, even though you were doing the exact same thing. So it's kind of like, I feel like you guys both knew what the other one was doing. So again, like some energy of love coming through here. You guys could have been lovers. You don't have to be, but you guys, maybe you shared the same lover. Like, that's an interesting story. Broken home. But there's a lot of like things that with this connection, both of you guys felt stuck, and you felt like you couldn't move on from each other, but no matter what, it was like you still stuck around with each other and you tried to do the best, but at the same time, it was just a lot of twists and turns. There's a lot of things that happened here. There was a lot of upsets. Anger, maliciousness. Man, what is the deal? You all might resonate with another pile. I'm not going to tell you which one. If you guys are interested, or if you saw, you felt drawn to 2 piles, you're more than welcome to check it out. You do not have to by any means. But 222 is a powerful number coming through here, and that's saying to trust the process. Trust that this happened with purpose, and this is the completion of a cycle for you guys. And I feel like the biggest thing here is that with this person passing, what you've cut out of your life is adventure and fun. It's like you basically turned into a recluse. Yeah, you've turned into a recluse and you refuse to do any type of healing here. And it's like, this has become a toxic trait for you, a very toxic trait for you guys. And it's causing you guys not to see anybody's perspective, really. It's just basically you're seeing things from how you feel. And you're stuck at home a lot, and being stuck at home, you just feel defeated. You feel defeated from the outside world. You feel defeated from the inside world. And nothing feels good anymore. Nothing feels right. It's almost like, I mean, I could say that it's death that triggered you, but it could be this person leaving that triggered you. This could have happened with anybody, really. There's a lot of jealousy here. Are you guys thinking about committing suicide? Please, just understand, I'm not here to trigger you guys like that. I just want you guys to understand there's so much to live for. Even if you don't feel like there's anything to live for, there's so much to live for. You just got to get beyond the grieving process, right? And that it's going to take time, guys. Like, it's going to take time, but you matter. You have breath in your lungs, and that means that Source has you here for a purpose, even if we don't see that purpose. Okay, like, I don't know why this is coming through, but this is just something that's coming through. So maybe this person committed suicide, but there's like this almost like jealous energy coming through here. Like, of course, like, it had to be you. Like, why couldn't it be me? that like couldn't be like that. Like it just couldn't. It had to be the way that it had to be. And there's a deep fear here too. It's like it's almost like you feel, I really don't want to say that. I really don't want to say that. Okay. They want this to come out reversed. Yeah, I got it. So again, I'm just going to say this is a trigger statement, guys. Just understand this is what's coming through. But it's like you feel as though you're a coward, like you couldn't do it yourself. Maybe you guys had planned to do it together or something like that. Again, this is a very deep, deep story here coming through here. It's very heavy. This is very, I don't know, guys. This is just, I don't really like talking about stuff like this, but they're making me talk about it. So they're really pointing out, it's like you really feel like you're a coward in this situation. They're saying you're not, like you actually had strength. This person, they want you to understand. They wish they knew what they knew now. Like now that they're gone, they understand that they had control over a lot of things they didn't feel like they had control over. But see, they didn't see that when they were alive because all they saw was their pain and their emotion. And you too are exhibiting these same behaviors. You're just stuck in the pain and the emotion, and there's no, like your emotion is what's making logic for you right now. Yeah. A lover. This could have been a lover with the Six of Cups coming out here. Somebody from your past. This could have been somebody you loved very deeply. We've got the Eight of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Chariot on the bottom with the Four of Wands, or Swords in the reverse. Yeah. So a lot of anxiety and fear coming up here. A lot of barriers that you've run into here. Feeling unclear, feeling like there's no hope, and having an opportunity though to complete a karmic cycle for yourself, like feeling like you don't have control over your own life when you really do. You really do. You have control over your life, but you have to let go of the toxic behaviors that you exhibit. But not only those toxic behaviors that you exhibit, you have to find out if those toxic behaviors are yours or if they're somebody else's. You know, if you love this person so much, you could be holding on to their energy without realizing it. Yeah. This was devastation for you. Of course it was. If somebody took their life, that would, of course, be devastating, because it's like, even if you considered it, you're going to see something go across the camera. So, sorry, guys. Even if you considered it yourself, it's like they did it, and then it was still like, almost like, wow, like that's total devastation. Yeah, a lot of love here, guys. Like, I'm feeling like that's a thing. It's like, now you're repressing yourself because it's like you gave so much love into this connection, so much emotion into this connection, and now they're not here. And it's like, why does my, like I keep hearing, what matters? My love doesn't matter. Obviously, if my love mattered, they wouldn't have done this. And they're trying to tell you it didn't have anything to do with you. It had everything to do with how they were feeling inside, and you're beginning to feel the way that they were feeling inside because you're still holding on. It's like that energy, you're still holding on to them. And they were repressing the fact that they couldn't love you as deeply as you love them. They're like, they repressed that, and that in turn made you repress feelings of not feeling worthy of love. And this accentuated it. This situation has accentuated it. And they're saying, I'm sorry. Like, they don't have much to say, but they're saying, I'm sorry. But again, like with the music, I feel like the reason they're speaking with me with a lot of songs at the beginning, like, again, I tear my heart open, I sew myself shut. My weakness is I care too much. And that's coming out here with these cards. Like, you feel like that's your weakness, is you care too much. Like, you feel like you need to close off from them, and they're asking you not to close off. They're asking you to feel into that. Like, it's a gift to care. It's a gift to be able to love as deeply as you love. But you're not seeing that right now because you're just like, I keep hearing them asking you, why do you feel like it was you loving me is what made me do this? Like, sorry guys, I almost couldn't talk anymore. They don't want you to feel that way. Because it's not that. It's not the fact that you love them. It's like the fact that you love them kept them around longer than ever. And that's what they want you to understand and know. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like you're mad. Like you're mad at them, but you also feel stuck with them. Like you feel stuck in this energy. So maybe you dream about them a lot, or you have memories, like the memories that come in about them are just overwhelming. Like they're just trying to remind you there's so much more to this than that. Like there's so much more to life than that. And you have an opportunity to change your life in the blink of an eye. But holding on to them is keeping you in a state of defeat and refusal and demise and fear and upset. So the signs that I have here are Leo is coming through heavily, Aquarius, Scorpio. We have Pisces, Libra, Taurus, Capricorn, and Aries. Doesn't have to be, but those are the energies coming through. Do not say this on any of the other piles. They want you. They want you guys to know. Could be a Cancer or Sagittarius as well. It does not have to be. You don't have to be. But the thing is I feel like they're bringing it up because they want you guys to find confidence, and they want you guys to find balance within your own energy. They don't want you to give up, right? They don't want you to give up. And I feel like you're ready to give up on this situation because you feel like this is just your luck. Like you're just always going to meet people who don't love you, and then they're going to take advantage of your love, but then they're going to do something stupid because you love them and they're saying that's not it at all. Like, do you guys get migraines? Because I'm just getting a weird pain in my head above my right eye. Like, or maybe that has some significance to you. So, was there a gun involved here? I didn't want to say it, but as it came through and I was determining not to say it, the dog made the noise, and so I was like, all right, I guess I gotta say it. There was a gun, a knife, pills for some, drink for others. Somebody drank themselves into a bad situation. They just didn't understand. I'm sorry, guys. Like, pile 1 really exhausted me, and then to come into something like this for pile 3, like, this is super exhausting. And so I'm sorry if it feels like it's all over the place, but this energy that's coming in is just very up and down, like hot and then cold, hot and then cold. Like, I heard that song, "You're hot, then you're cold." That song, is that Katy Perry? I don't know, but anyways, like that song, like I kept hearing that, "You're hot, then you're cold, you're hot, then you're cold, you're hot, then you're cold." So I feel like that's how this person treated you. Is like one minute they were on and they were 100% there with you, and then the next minute they were just cold as ice, and they didn't want anything to do with you, and you always felt like it was your fault. And they're bringing this up because they want you to know it had nothing to do with you. It had everything to do with their own childhood projections and their fears, their own repressions. Like they repressed love. They repressed the fact that they didn't think they were worthy of your love. And there's like this energy of remorse coming through. Like they felt terrible that it had to happen while you were loving them. Like they couldn't have waited. Like they're sad that they didn't wait. And they understand now what it means to take their own life. Like they understand that now. But like what they want you guys to understand is that wow, like I'm just so tired. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really trying here. I'm really trying. I'm so tired. They want you to know if they could change things, they would. They would change everything, but they can't. My apologies, guys. Let me go deal with that. Alright, guys. Sorry, she's still in training. But yeah, there's just like, they just want you guys to know, like, they wish they understood what they know now. Like, they see things differently now, and they wish that they could, change things, but they can't. Now it's up to you to change you. And to understand that the love that you have to offer is a gift to the world, but you have to see that in order for you to believe that. And how do you believe that? You just have to start, it's like fake it until you make it. You got to start believing in yourself, right? Amused. Oh. So they were sneaking around and they think that it was amusing. Like, that's the thing. Like, that's the energy that they're trying to say here. It's like you thought that they were amused by sneaking around and they weren't. It was just like they were trying to fill the empty space, right? And they couldn't. There's nothing that they could do to fill the empty space. A lot of green today. A lot of green. Yeah, her story doesn't feel like once upon a time. It feels like since the beginning of time. Like they really loved you and you really loved them. But you feel like since this happened, like they don't love you anymore. Like you're like, well, if you loved me, how could you do something like that? And they're trying to point out that they did love you. They cared about you deeply. They cared about you a whole lot. And it had nothing to do with you. You couldn't save them. Like, you couldn't save them from themselves. Like, that's what they want you to know. You couldn't save them from who they were. You couldn't save them from the pain that they were feeling. Right? You have to save yourself, pile 3. You have to save yourself and your energy and your time and your space and your love, most of all. Like, they keep telling me you have to save your love. Like, don't just give it away willy-nilly. Like, don't just give it away because, you know, you think that you have to. Give it to yourself first, right? Give it to you first because you deserve that. You deserve to give yourself your love. Okay. Wow. Your silence is a sign of depression. Staying stuck in the silence will only make this feeling grow deeper. It is healthy to talk to someone about my passing on, knowing that however you feel is exactly the right way of feeling for you. You need to get it out in the open. Yeah, they don't want you to stay stuck. What was I saying? Like, there's this energy feeling stuck. Like, it kept coming through so strong. And I'm so glad that that came out because, like, confirmation. What do they have here? What we give power to has power over us. What do you truly believe in? Yeah, and you really believe that your love is the reason why this person left, and it's not. Like, it has nothing to do with that, right? It's interesting. Yours is the only one I haven't actually turned over your emotional card, your emotional clarifier. It says, the world has become lonely and dark since you walked away from me. This is you coming in. Feel like the world is lonely and dark. It's like they made a choice again, just clarifying that this pile is definitely a choice pile. Like, this was not, it was sudden. But I feel like this person chose their path. Like, I feel like they chose suicide. And I'm really sorry if that's the case. I really am sorry. Like, it's just really sad when people get to that point. And I understand, right? I understand. Now you have accepted this. Maybe you thought that getting to this point you would be filled with joy rather than what has happened is coming to what has happened is coming to peace about what has passed. This is a silent whisper of your heart assuring you that you are going to be okay. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of you guys have accepted that that's just what they chose to do, right? And there's a deeper acceptance that's coming because you've learned to accept that that's what they chose to do. Celebration is key. When you celebrate the moments we had together instead of focusing on my absence, you begin to appreciate all that life has to offer you in this now moment. Lift your chin up, breathe, and smile. Yeah, so they don't want you to be sad. Like, even though this is what they chose to do, like, they don't want you guys to be sad. They want you guys to celebrate their life. Like, they couldn't do that. And it sounds silly because they're asking you to do something that they couldn't do. But now they're celebrating their life. And they're trying to get you to celebrate again because that's what they want to do, is celebrate you. Taken too soon. While you believe it was too soon for me to leave, Source or God has greater plans. So regardless of the fact that, yes, they chose to do this, that was still a part of the big plan. Right? So we have astonished. Yeah. I feel like this is, they left you in this energy of just being like, whoa, like, I can't believe they did that. Hold on just a second, guys. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, you guys are just astonished. Like, you're just like, wow, like, I can't believe they did that. You're concerned about it, of course. Like, I feel like maybe you guys are fearing that you're going to do it to yourselves. And no, what, again, look at this. I can't with you guys. I can't. We have nurturing, Gaia, and music harmony. Look, music. What did I say in the beginning? I was just getting all those songs, and now we have music harmony coming out. Like, I can't with you guys. Like, they're telling you to nurture yourself. Give yourself self-love. That love that you give to everybody else, that you gave to them. Give that to yourself. And when you give that to yourself, you're going to start finding that harmony in your soul, right? The peace and harmony that comes with listening to music. I feel like they talk to you through music too. I feel like they're constantly trying to tell you and get you into a place of higher vibrational energy and love and light. And it's like, I feel like you're just so sad that sometimes you're not hearing it, or sometimes you do hear it and you're just not sure if that's them really talking. You're probably like, oh no, I'm just thinking things or whatever. And they're saying, no, like you are hearing me, you are listening to me. But there's something beautiful about that. It's just interesting that you guys got this when you didn't have the music symbol. Like, the other pile had the music symbol on it. And it really wasn't a lot about music. And you guys coming through, like, pick that up. And I start channeling song after song after song. And I get songs while I'm going through your reading. So there's something very important about music that you guys need to be listening to from them. But they want you guys to know that it's not the end. Like, it's like they've accepted that they did what they did. They're asking you to come into that acceptance. Like, yes, you're lonely, but what do you really believe in? Your love is so precious. Don't give up on yourself or what you have to offer, because your love is truly way too precious for you to give up in that. Okay? Truly too precious. So I wish that this were a little bit longer, and I'm sorry it's not, because I have to go. I have to go ground myself, because that's why I don't do these readings more often, because they just kind of lift me up into the clouds and I get really spacey, and like by the third pile I'm kind of like, whoa. But I know that they do help you guys. You know, definitely, if you guys, this resonated with you, leave a blue heart down below. And I'm just sending you guys out prayers, and just know that you're amazing and you do have purpose here, okay? Whether it feels like it or not, you do have purpose here, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to leave your reading there. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again, peace out. I love y'all. Bye.